What's up, everybody? So, sitting at the house, been cleaning for a little while. Kind of wanting to go somewhere, man. And I only have cereal at the house and milk. So, I can't really touch my money, man. I gotta get down there. So, I started just going through stuff that I haven't listed in a sense, maybe. Or, stuff that, I just. So anyways, it doesn't matter. I listed stuff, so I had this brake kit. My dumbass, listen, man. If you ever go on Rock Auto and order parts, make sure you pay attention to what you order. First of all. Second of all, because I ordered the wrong stuff. Second of all, to save money with Rock Auto, it's kind of funny. They rape you. They'll rape the shit out of you fucking for shipping. And how they get you too is if you're not paying attention, say you order like a shock, right? Like a pair of shocks for the front and then a pair of shocks from the back in your car. What happens is one comes from one warehouse, the other comes from the other warehouse, and now you're paying shipping on two. So when you order stuff from Rock Auto, really pay attention to, make sure they're coming from the same warehouse. It'll save you a lot of money and headache, and then the stuff will come at the same time. A lot of times I get stuff from Rock Auto, like, it's a great company for, like, price-wise, and you get quality stuff, but the organization, the way their system is, for ordering online and stuff, and their website, it's their development, like the way they have it, and they're buying everything in wholesale. Their website's like really simplified because it has to be. So you got to do the work, you know what I mean? You got to learn how to use it. You got to figure out how everything is set up. And to make money off of it, you can make money off Rock Auto, man. I'm serious. Just by buying parts and flipping them. Just because you have them in, just because you're buying stuff and you have a little bit of it inventory, on hand, on deck, and the people need that stuff. And you just charge a little bit more. I'm serious. You just gotta when you're on Rock Auto, you really gotta really search through their stuff and look for stuff that, is about to go, or they got a really good deal on it. Because they're buying stuff at wholesale. That's why they're able to sell the stuff so cheap. And they're buying quality stuff, And sometimes you get really rare stuff too. That's why I'm always on Rock Auto. A lot of times they have really like rare stuff for these GM vehicles and these weird odd vehicles you never would think. Because that's their specialty, They got people that, do that stuff. So that's all they do. But I listed it for $150. So I needed the 6 lug, and I ended up ordering the 5 lug, not paying attention. So, do I want to send it back? Yes. And get a different one? Yes. But I have to pay for shipping, first of all, because it's my fuck up. Second of all, trying to sell the truck. I don't really want to put the money in the truck, but I'm thinking if I don't sell this motor and truck, I'm probably going to put the motor in the truck. Which means I gotta rack up $1,000 and about $1,200 for a standalone unit, unless I go the cheap route. And what's stupid is I had an ECU to run this truck, and to do what I wanted with it, and I sold it with the motor that I got rid of. That was in the truck, the Chevy 350. I gave it to the guy to help him out because he was doing some stuff with it. And I like to help people out, so yeah, I listed that for $150, and then I don't really want to scrap this, man. The frame, it's a good frame, so I got the title, everything, man. It's stupid. Nobody's messaged me on it yet, but I just listed these. I forgot I had these. I never listed them, and they're front hubs. I listed them for $50, and they're 8 lug, so. Those are heavy duty. Those are HD, and they got the sensors on them still. And Normally I would charge like $100 for that, but I want some food now, today. And I'm thinking about maybe going down to, Henry Ford. So I did that. I listed that stuff. I listed something else too. I forget. Oh, the gas tank. So I listed the gas tank. This actually has a brand new fuel pump in it. Normally I'd list that for 100 too. I listed that for $50. I never listed it with the pump. So I'm hoping someone calls. But if they call, I gotta hurry up and pop that off before they get here, which it's not that many bolts. It doesn't look bad. It only take me a few minutes. Take off. I don't really want to do the work unless someone calls me though. But here's the thing with that too. People are going to see that, right? That's the only problem. People are going to see that, right? In my photo, see that it's attached, one. They're not going to think that it's going to come off fast, so they might not even message me because of that. Because that's how people are. That's just how they are. The thing about relisting these two, these aren't original. These are for towing vehicles. My uncle had those put on for the Minuteman. They call it it's not a boom, it's called a Minuteman, because a boom has a sling. It's like a sling, it has those rubber things. You can really mess up cars when you're towing them, if you're towing expensive cars and stuff. That's more made for like emergency situations and like big trucks with, like steel bumpers and stuff. But this had a Minuteman, which is a hydraulic lift, and it has two little forks, and you can back up the cars really quick and move it. So yeah, I'm thinking about listing those for 100 a piece. Those are expensive, man. Just to get new ones put on your truck, my dad paid like $700 because the shackles are broken. The shackles, and they're riveted in. And when I came home, he needed it done on his truck. That was a piece of shit. That's why I helped him get a new truck. I didn't want to do the work, nor did I have the tools to do it. And it was wintertime, and no, I'm not doing it. So he had to pay. It's his fault. He should have took care of it. So that's how I look at it, I couldn't tell you how many people's cars I fucking work on to help them out, man. Just get shit on. Like the lady, like the other day, like a couple weeks ago, right? I sold her, she bought a rough country kit for her truck. First of all, don't buy rough country, it's junk. Just don't do it. It's not safe, first of all, because it's junk, and it's a truck. It's heavy. So her torsion bars, the torsion keys were stuck, and the person that had it before fucking welded them on, which makes sense, he didn't want to deal with it, and he probably it was a Chevy HD Suburban, big boy. And so I sold her, mine, and they were, sold her $100 a piece, man. And I gave her the lower control arms too, man. And then I went over there to help, and I helped them, and then I gave them weed, and like she was supposed to. So like her other truck. So this was the agreement, right? Which we didn't shake on it, which I already kind of knew wasn't gonna happen. But she needed both trucks running. They had me down there, right, doing all this work for them, right, and then selling them the parts because I felt bad off my truck, right. And then I smoked with them and stuff. But like the whole time, like I was working a truck, she would like nitpick and stuff, like how I did work, and I'm like, why are you even asking me to come down here to do it if you want to do it? First of all, second of all, the other truck wasn't running, right. She was like, yeah, my boyfriend, which was standing right there, like replace the head gasket, and it's running really rich. We don't know, what's wrong with it, and look, man, the engine's an air pump, right? The first thing you need to do is see if there's leaks when they're talking about that type of stuff. They replace that type of stuff because you got to take the top part of the motor, off. And people don't know what they're doing, man. They really don't. I don't most of the time. So I asked her for a can of starting fluid, and she's like, what do you need that for, And he's all looking at me funny, and she grabs it, and I the truck starts up, and it just runs like shit, and I spray this fucking starting fluid around the motor to see where, if there was any leaks, because the motor will suck it right in. And sure as shit, the truck will start, bogging out or fucking rev, you'll see. If you ever come in that situation, that's how you find out. It's an old timer's trick, man. People do that shit way back in the day. It's how you get, like, tires, like, in emergency situations. If, like, you ever don't have so, like, say this tire, right? If you don't have a air pump, like a proper air pump, that's a really thick tire. It's hard to get the bead to seal. So what you do is you put some fucking starting fluid in there, spray some starting fluid in there, and you make like a trail coming from the tire, and you light that bitch. And it'll pop open. It'll light, and it'll spread the tire enough to create a seal, and you can hurry up and put an air pump on it and get air in it. But you got to make sure that the vehicle is off the ground when you do that. Or take the tire off. But the tire, if you can't get the tire off and you're just trying to get, like say the tire is low or whatever, and you can't get the tire off, you don't want to get the tire off, and the bead is, you just spray it in there, take the weight off the vehicle, spray it in there, and just light it. Serious. Works. Works like a charm. Done it many times. Yeah, so if you ever get in that situation, do that. I'm getting some messages on Facebook Messenger, so I'm going to see if I'm getting any money. I need to eat. I'm hungry. And I want to get some videos, and kind of get low on weed too. All that working out, I smoke more than normal, and I can't be doing it when I'm sailing, and then it's weird, because like, I'm so used to conserving everything. I'm not used to eating that much food like I did yesterday. I ate a lot yesterday. I was so hungry, I ate a whole Jimmy John's sub, and I ate that whole Jimmy John's loaf of bread, which is my normal eating back in the day, I could slam, like, dude, it was bad. I would eat a whole large pizza to myself and drink a 2-liter of Coca-Cola. No problem. That was my favorite thing, like, after work. Every day after work, I would come home, get like a Tormina's pizza or something, because I love pizza, and Coca-Cola, and I would eat, drink, and I always worked. Like, a lot of people think, like, when I was out doing dumb shit, I wasn't working. I was working a lot. I don't know what people are. I'm so tired of people, man, and their fucking beliefs and their ignorance, and always, always believing everybody's the same way. And we are in a lot of ways, but that's just ignorance. But I'm gonna go check these messages, so I'll upload this and see what the day brings. And if anything exciting happens or bad happens, I'll let you guys know. Keep you guys, keep you guys posted. So, see you later. Bye.